Hi guys! Welcome back to our channel. Today, we are sharing our trip to Japan and the tips and tricks how we save the most for it. Japan, known as the country where the sun rises, is where you can meet ancient cultures within a hectic modern city. There are so many beautiful places to visit, many special things and food to try, and amazing people to meet. Our trip was a very short and quick, yet, we were able to experience such a great deal. We did not visit the whole of Japan, so our recommendations are limited from Tokyo, Hiroshima, Kyoto, Kinosaki, and Osaka. To explore more about the ancient culture, religions, and also the history of Japan, you can visit some castles, such as Osaka, Hiroshima, Himeji, or a shrine, or a temple like asakusa, Osaka, because many of them were built and reserved for centuries. Or, you can try an onsen, a Japanese bath in a hot spring spa, watch a sumo game, or stay in a ryokan, which is a traditional Japanese guest house. And, to experience the modern life in Japan, you can try the water bus, take the metro, or ride a Shinkansen or a ferry. As we traveled mainly for food, here are some that we have tried from the places that we have visited in Japan. Seafoods are super fresh in the fish market. Try sashimi of toro, tuna, and grilled scallops. There are many weird flavors such as wasabi and sakura shrimps, but it's fun to try a bit of the strange things around the world. Shabu shabu, or Japanese hot pot with clear broth, and yakitori, the small grilled skewers of meat, a standard meal for a sumo. Don't worry, it's not a huge meal as we thought. Okonomiyaki, a Japanese pancake with cabbage and topping at your choice, and grilled oyster in sticky rice wrap. Fresh takoyaki, or the octopus balls. Udon with tempura, a Japanese fast food, and you can find this meal literally everywhere, especially in the small restaurants under the metro. Wagyu, or Kobe steak, they are quite pricey, but for an experience, still worth a try. Fugu, or puffer fish, the chef who prepares this fish need to get a special license as this puffer fish can have poison if it's not prepared properly. We will start by showing you our whole trip itinerary, and then we will explain further the tips and tricks that helped us complete the trip. Day 1 and 2, we arrived Tokyo, and visited Asakusa Temple, Shibuya area for the most traveled crossroad and the crowded Takashita Street. The next day, our stops was Tsukiji Fish Market early in the morning, then moved to the sumo arena to watch some sumo wrestling games. We had dinner in the yakitori lane before heading to Hiroshima on a night bus. We spent the night on the long-distance bus from Tokyo and arrived early in the morning at Hiroshima. We visited the outside of the Hiroshima Castle, then walked to the Atomic Bomb Dome, a World Heritage by UNESCO in 1996, which located in the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park. Then, we took the train to the ferry station to go to the small island of Miyajima to visit the giant orange floating torii gate. The tide was low when we arrived, so we were able to walk around the gate. We had a hot spring bath, and tried their local grilled oyster. Then headed back to Hiroshima City to catch the next night bus to go to Kyoto after our okonomiyaki dinner. We spent our day 4 and 5 in Kyoto, the former capital of Japan for more than 1,000 years, before the capital was changed to Tokyo. The Kyoto Central train station itself is a building with special architect to visit around, and also where we exchanged our Japan Rail Pass for Kansai area. The hostel where we stayed was at walking distance or with a short ride on the bus to the beautiful Osaka shrine, and to the Gion area, where we spot a few geishas in their colorful kimonos. Very spectacular. Then had our dinner with fugu, or the puffer fish. We had a walk in Arashiyama, through the beautiful bamboo groves, and visit a few shops for products made by local bamboos such as basket, box. We spent the next day to complete the hike at Fushimi Inari through countless red torii gates. The next 3 days we traveled between Kyoto, Kinosaki, Himeji and Osaka. We had a relaxing stay at a ryokan in Kinosaki, the charming town discovered since the 8th century with lots of natural onsens. We experienced the traditional Japanese life by wearing the yukata and wooden clogs, and walking around the village under the willow lines. The next day, we grabbed a quick lunch with wagyu steak and local seafood to eat on the train heading to Himeji, known as the White Heron Castle, is another UNESCO heritage. Then, we took the Shinkansen, the high-speed bullet train, to Osaka. We bought the amazing Osaka Pass for 2 consecutive days, which gave us accesses to many attractions, landmarks, and public transportations in Osaka. We enjoyed another walk in the scenic park just outside of the Osaka Castle, in another spectacular architecture. Then we visited the Tsutenkaku Tower, an observatory offering the city view from a high point. Then, we cruised with the Santa Maria along the river, rode the Ferris wheel, and of course, more onsens. Takoyaki, or octopus ball, is also a famous street food in Osaka that we should try, or it's so satisfying just to watch the sellers making them from scratch. We slept on the night bus again from Osaka to be back in Tokyo early the next morning, and met up with our Japanese friends. We rode the Tokyo water bus to Odaiba, the Aqua City, and spent the day there, walking around the area to meet the giant Gundam statue. You can do lots of shopping in the Diver City Tokyo Plaza with about 160 tax-free shops and have lunch in their food courts. Later that afternoon, we took the train to Narita Airport to head back home. And here is a quick summary for some tips and tricks we had from this trip. 1. Carry-on luggage. The lighter you pack, the better, as there will be lots of walking around with them. Cash is still the most common payment method in Japan, and not many banks accept traveler checks, so change cash before coming to Japan to save on exchange rate, and time to look for the right bank where you can cash your checks. Prices for the Tourist Japan Rail Pass are cheaper if bought outside of the country, and if you don't plan to travel through the whole of Japan, save your money by buying the pass only for a certain area you plan to visit prior your arrival in Japan. Use the City Pass, or similar program under different names. They will give you a package deal to many attractions, public transportations, and discounts to some stores as well. Example, the amazing Osaka Pass, and their website also propose a few itineraries that you can use the pass, and save your time to plan. Take advantage of an inter-prefecture night bus. This is our biggest saver, in terms of both time and money. We slept on the night buses, so we had more time during daytime to visit places, plus we saved money for a night in the hotel. The seats were quite comfortable, and were all adapted to the night trip purposes. We were able to have good sleeps, and their customer services were excellent. Here are a few more pictures of Japan. Thank you so much for watching. If you like to see more videos like this, you are just one click away through the subscribe button.